Some people find comfort in solitude, and there's nothing wrong with that. The world often misunderstands those who prefer their own company, labeling them as strange or antisocial. But the truth is much deeper and more beautiful than simple labels. Being alone is not a weakness. It's a profound way of understanding yourself and the world around you. Every moment of solitude carries a secret language of self-discovery, a quiet conversation with your inner landscape that most people never take the time to hear. Imagine your mind as a vast, unexplored territory. When you choose to be alone, you're not running away from the world. Instead, you're creating a sacred space where your thoughts can breathe, where your emotions can unfold without interruption. Some people need constant noise and interaction to feel alive, but you find richness in silence. Your alone time is not emptiness. It's a fertile ground where your deepest insights grow, where your creativity blossoms, and where your true self emerges without external pressures. The reasons why you prefer solitude are complex and deeply personal. It's not about being shy or afraid of connection. It's about the quality of connection you seek. While others might fill their days with superficial conversations and meaningless interactions, you understand that true connection happens first with yourself. You've learned that to genuinely connect with others, you must first know yourself intimately. And this knowledge comes from those precious moments of solitude, where you can listen to the whispers of your heart and the subtle rhythms of your inner world. Your preference for being alone doesn't mean you're lonely. Loneliness and solitude are completely different experiences. Loneliness is a painful absence of meaningful connection. Solitude, on the other hand, is a chosen state of peaceful self-reflection. It's a powerful tool for emotional and mental regeneration. When you're alone, you recharge. You process your experiences, heal your emotional wounds, and gather strength for the moments when you do choose to engage with the world. Some people might not understand your need for space. They might pressure you to be more social, to go out more, to fill every moment with external stimulation. But you know something they don't. You know that your alone time is not a limitation. It's a superpower. In those quiet moments, you develop a deeper understanding of yourself, your emotions, your dreams. You cultivate a relationship with yourself that most people neglect, and this relationship becomes the foundation of your emotional intelligence and personal growth. If these words feel like they're pulling something inside you, let yourself respond gently, perhaps with a like or a quiet moment shared below. And if this journey resonates, stay with us. The world is full of noise, but you've learned to find music in silence. Your alone time is not an escape, it's a form of self-love. Think about how many people rush through life without ever truly knowing themselves. They're constantly surrounded by others, constantly distracted, constantly running from their inner truth. But you have the courage to sit with yourself, to explore the landscapes of your mind, to understand the complex emotions that move through you. Your solitude is a form of intelligence. It's a way of processing the world that goes beyond typical social interactions. While others might seek constant validation from external sources, you find validation from within. You understand that the most important conversation you'll ever have is the one you have with yourself. This doesn't make you antisocial or weird. It makes you reflective, deep, and emotionally mature. People who prefer being alone often have rich inner worlds. Your imagination is not limited by external distractions. You can travel through memories, create entire universes in your mind, solve complex problems, and dream without boundaries. Your solitude is not emptiness. It's a canvas where your most profound thoughts are painted, where your creativity finds its truest expression. There's a unique strength in knowing how to be comfortable with yourself. Many people are terrified of being alone. They fill their lives with constant noise, constant movement, constant interactions, all to avoid facing themselves. But you've developed a remarkable skill. You can sit with your thoughts, embrace your emotions, and find peace in your own company. This is not a weakness. This is emotional intelligence in its purest form. Your preference for solitude might also be a sign of deep sensitivity. You feel things more intensely, you process information more deeply, and you need more time to recover from social interactions. This is not a flaw. It's a beautiful characteristic that allows you to experience life with incredible depth and nuance. While others might skim the surface, you dive deep. You feel everything more profoundly, and this sensitivity is a gift, not a burden. Remember that your way of being is valid. You don't need to change yourself to fit into someone else's idea of social interaction. Your journey is unique, and your need for solitude is a reflection of your inner richness. Embrace this part of yourself. Celebrate your ability to find joy, peace, and understanding in your own company. Solitude is not about isolation. It's about creating space for genuine connection, first with yourself and then, when you're ready, with others. Your alone time is not a wall. It's a bridge to deeper understanding, to more authentic relationships, to a more profound experience of life itself. Your journey of understanding solitude is more than just a personal preference. It's a profound psychological pathway that reveals layers of human complexity. Think about how society often misunderstands those who find comfort in being alone. The world tends to celebrate extroversion, constant social interaction, and loud expressions of connection. But there's another language, a quieter, more introspective way of experiencing life that is equally powerful and meaningful. The human brain is a complex ecosystem of thoughts, emotions, and energy. For some, social interactions are like constant electrical charges that drain their internal battery. For you, solitude is not an escape. It's a way of recharging, of creating a peaceful environment where your mind can process, heal, and grow. This isn't a deficiency. It's a different way of interacting with the world, a more nuanced approach to understanding yourself and your surroundings. Psychological research has long recognized that people have different social energy levels. Some individuals are like social butterflies, drawing energy from constant interaction. Others, like you, are more like deep-sea creatures, thriving in the calm, dark depths of introspection. Your alone time is not about avoiding connection. It's about creating a sacred space where your most authentic self can emerge, where your thoughts can breathe, and where your emotions can flow freely without external interference. Consider how your preference for solitude might be linked to your emotional intelligence. While many people rush through life seeking constant external validation, you've learned to find validation from within. You understand that the most profound conversations happen in the quiet moments, when you're alone with your thoughts. This ability to sit with yourself, to explore your inner landscape, is a remarkable skill that many people spend years trying to develop. If this reflection echoes something you've carried silently, you are not alone. Feel free to leave your thoughts or simply be here with us. And if you wish, subscribe and return when the path calls again. Your solitude is not a limitation, it's a superpower. In those moments of being alone, you develop a deeper understanding of yourself that goes beyond surface-level interactions. You learn to recognize your emotions, to understand your thought patterns, to process your experiences in a way that most people never take the time to do. This is emotional intelligence in its most pure and powerful form. Think about the great thinkers, artists, and innovators throughout history. Many of them were individuals who valued their alone time. They understood that creativity, deep thinking, and personal growth require space that can only be found in moments of solitude. Your preference for being alone doesn't mean you're disconnected. Instead, it means you're capable of a deeper, more meaningful form of connection. The world is full of distractions, constant noise, and superficial interactions. But you've learned to find richness in silence. Your alone time is a form of self-care, a way of protecting your emotional and mental energy. While others might feel the need to constantly fill their time with external stimulation, you understand the value of inner peace, of listening to the subtle whispers of your own heart. Your sensitivity is not a weakness. It's a gift that allows you to experience life with incredible depth and nuance. You process information more deeply, feel emotions more intensely, and require more time to integrate your experiences. This is not something to be fixed or changed. It's something to be celebrated, to be understood, to be honored. Consider how your alone time helps you develop a stronger sense of self. In a world that constantly tries to define and categorize people, you've found a way to remain true to yourself. You're not afraid of silence. You're not running from connection. Instead, you're creating a more authentic way of being, a way that honors your unique emotional landscape. Your preference for solitude might also be a sign of emotional maturity. You've learned that true connection doesn't come from constant social interaction, but from a deep understanding of yourself and others. You can sit with uncomfortable emotions, explore your inner world, and grow from your experiences in a way that many people never learn to do. This doesn't mean you're antisocial or that you don't value relationships. It means you approach connections with more depth, more intentionality, more genuine care. Your alone time is not about avoiding people. It's about creating the space to be fully present when you do choose to connect. The beauty of your approach to life is in its complexity. You understand that human experience cannot be reduced to simple categories of introverted or extroverted. You are a nuanced, beautiful being who has found a unique way of experiencing the world, a way that honors your sensitivity, your depth, and your need for introspection. Deep within the landscape of human experience lies a profound territory that most people fear to explore. The inner shadow, the hidden parts of ourselves that we often keep concealed from the world and sometimes even from ourselves. Your preference for solitude is not just a choice, it's a gateway to this deeper understanding, a path that leads to the most challenging and transformative journey of self-discovery. Imagine your mind as a vast, unexplored wilderness. Most people spend their lives skating on the surface, avoiding the deep, dark forests of their inner world. But you are different. Your moments of solitude are not empty spaces, but powerful excavations into the deepest layers of your consciousness. Here, in the quiet, you confront the parts of yourself that society teaches you to hide, the emotions that don't fit neatly into acceptable social narratives. The human psyche is a complex ecosystem of light and shadow. What most people call loneliness, you recognize as a sacred space of transformation. In these moments of absolute aloneness, you strip away the masks, the social expectations, the endless performances that people put on to fit in. You dare to look at yourself with absolute honesty, and this is where true healing begins. It's in these moments that you encounter the most authentic version of yourself, stripped of external influences, free from the noise of other people's expectations. Your journey is not for the faint of heart. Confronting your inner world requires courage that most people never develop. While others fill their lives with constant distraction, scrolling through social media, engaging in meaningless conversations, running from one activity to another, you have the strength to sit with your own complexity. You understand that growth happens in the uncomfortable spaces, in the moments of profound introspection that most people are too afraid to enter. The shadow self is not something to be feared or eliminated. It's a part of you that carries unexplored potential, unprocessed emotions, and hidden strengths. Your solitude becomes a laboratory of self-understanding, where you can examine these hidden aspects of yourself without judgment. You learn to integrate the parts of yourself that you've been taught to reject. Your fears, your vulnerabilities, your deepest desires. Pain is not something to be avoided, but a teacher to be understood. In your moments of solitude, you develop an extraordinary capacity to sit with difficult emotions. Grief, anger, confusion. These are not enemies to be conquered, but messengers carrying profound wisdom. While others run from these feelings, you have learned to listen, to understand, to transform them into sources of strength and insight. Your emotional landscape is not a battlefield to be won, but a complex ecosystem to be understood. Each moment of solitude is an opportunity to develop a more compassionate relationship with yourself. You learn to witness your thoughts and emotions without becoming entangled in them, to observe your inner world with the same curiosity and kindness you might offer a dear friend. The world often misunderstands this depth. Society celebrates constant action, endless productivity, social connectivity. But you understand a deeper truth, that true growth happens in the quiet moments, in the spaces between thoughts, in the profound silence where your authentic self can breathe and expand. Your solitude is not emptiness, it's a fertile ground where your most profound insights take root. Consider the extraordinary sensitivity that lives within you. You feel the world more deeply, perceive nuances that others miss, carry emotions with an intensity that can be both a challenge and a gift. This is not a weakness to be fixed, but a profound way of experiencing life. Your sensitivity is a form of intelligence that goes beyond intellectual understanding. It's an emotional wisdom that allows you to connect with the deeper currents of human experience. The journey of self-discovery is not linear. It's a spiral, a continuous process of uncovering, understanding, and integrating. Your moments of solitude are not about achieving a final state of perfection, but about embracing the beautiful complexity of your human experience. You learn to hold multiple truths simultaneously, to recognize your strengths and your vulnerabilities, your light and your shadow. This is the profound work of a soul committed to genuine self-understanding. You are not running from the world, you are diving deep into the most important relationship you'll ever have, the relationship with yourself. Each moment of solitude is an act of radical self-love, a commitment to understanding the intricate landscape of your inner world. The path you walk is not easy. It requires courage, patience, and an unwavering commitment to your own growth. But in these moments of solitude, you are developing a resilience, an emotional intelligence that goes far beyond what most people can imagine. You are learning to be your own anchor, your own source of comfort, your own guide. Transformation is not a destination, but a continuous journey of becoming. All the moments of solitude, all the deep introspection, all the challenging self-discoveries you've experienced are now culminating in a profound rebirth. You are not the same person who first began this journey of understanding. With each moment of quiet reflection, you've been reshaping your inner landscape, cultivating a strength that comes from genuine self-knowledge. Think about how far you've traveled. The path of solitude is not about isolation, but about creating a deeper, more meaningful connection with life itself. You've learned that true strength is not found in constant external validation, but in the quiet moments of self-acceptance. Your ability to be alone is not a weakness. It's a superpower that allows you to navigate the world with authenticity, depth, and genuine emotional intelligence.